on a
just
new
don't
couch.
happen anymore.
I just think it's like, it's just like everything else. It's like we look at these like, seemingly intractable social problems and we find ways to talk about them in which it is like all the responsibility of the individual for not being good enough or not doing X, Y, or Z. And like, hookups, sex, fucking love, intimacy, family, like all these things are not synonyms for one another. But it is hard to have it is rare to have like a sort of fulfilling life that you feel good about without some or some combination of those things. And to the extent to which those possibilities are being removed from both men and women, it is we're talking about the impoverishment of our like society and our future that is the direct result of material conditions and like opportunities and just money and time that's being taken away from us.
Maybe it's harder for people to have sex even when they are out in the world and are in situations where people in the past would more typically have casual sex, because maybe it's just impossible to think beyond oneself now.
Right.
Yeah, like imagining the interiority of another person, like at enough of a like vividness to even imagine engaging with them and like relating to them, because you can't relate to anybody outside of yourself. You can't conceive of it.
That's like, I mean, why do like guys in high school, like why, if I could think of like a singular reason, there are always a million reasons, but like a singular reason why they like have trouble with girls. And I think the singular, like the biggest one is probably that they like think girls are a different species who like don't want to have sex, and you have to like a combination of like fool and impress them or something. You have to show that you don't care about them.
To like come up with the right magical combination of words to like trick a woman.
Yeah, no, like tricking them.
Yeah.
And
or unlock something in her.
Right. But like as you get older, you're like, oh, women are horny too. Women also like they seek the same sort of validation.
They want to feeling of being
desire and validation that I seek. And that's not a bad thing. It's can be just casual sex can be beautiful in that sense that it's like, two people kind of like validating each other's desires and they go their separate ways or whatever. But I think everyone is kind of permanently 14 years old now, where it's like everyone else in the world is an alien creature who can possibly have similar desires or interests.
We're also atomized.
Anything that they have. Yeah.
And we've also totally lost any semblance. I know that this is newer in like the last year, but we don't have any public spaces or, a shared, like in the absence of like shared stories or, a meaningful shared culture outside of like Marvel movies. Like now we don't even have like shared neighborhood bars with which, in which you could like run into someone that maybe like you'll meet and have a connection with.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. It's like, sad times in America.
Yeah.
I remember